Hey guys, my name is Ambika and you are here with me on Unacademy's YouTube channel, which is Let's Crack CBSE with us. So, let me tell you one thing very clearly, that you are here on the nation's largest and the bestest learning platform. So, first of all, let me tell you what Unacademy is all about. And we have got two different, very interesting and a very pretty attractive features, which are right there with Unacademy. So, I'll tell all of you about that as well. So, first of all, as I've already told you, that Unacademy is a platform which actually helps you out in your academics, be it any sort of academic, if you're in school, if you're in college, whatever you're preparing it for. Unacademy have all the other streams which will surely going to help you out in making your studies, in making the journey of this voyage of learning pretty interesting for you. So the first subscription which we have, which is Plus. So let me give you a very fair idea that how Plus functions. So herein we can learn, like you can check out n number of things with an academy right by the hi Sujal, good evening, at the comfort of your house. Hi Nayan, hi. So that is clearly pretty well, like you don't need to travel from one coaching center to the other, at least which we all did. Hi Ankit. So this is something which you don't need to do. Don't waste your time in traveling and moving from one place to the other. Rather than that, we can study at the ease, at the comfort of your house. So once you have enrolled yourself to Unacademy, the next very interesting thing is the unlimited access to all the courses. So once you have enrolled yourself here, next thing is you can check n number of courses which are right here. And you will be taught by the nation's best, amazing, the top-notch educators. They are so prolific in their own specific fields. Like literally, guys, I'm not exaggerating, trust me. They are so amazing in their own specific genre. They are so amazing in their own specific streams. They are like, those demigods, those superheroes who are here to help you out with all your, in the journey of your studies. And these educators will going to cover each and every corner, like every corner of your academics, of your books will be covered, will be dealt by these educators. Next is, whenever you study, we do have doubts. Like no studying is complete without doubts. So to clarify your doubts, we have regular doubt clearing sessions. Next thing is to evaluate like how you have performed, and for like if you have understood the topic pretty well or not, we have the live test series. And the study material which will be right there provided by us will going to be there at your end in the format of the PDF. You can download that and you can check it out n number of times. Next is answer writing sessions. So with English, we do need, some sort of help in writing our answers. We get like what the question is asking us to do, but the only problem, arises when we don't know like how to answer those questions, isn't it? So we have typical answer writing sessions as well for you. So that was all about Plus. And once you will going to check out on our platform that we have got the NCRT batches as well. So these NCRT batches will going to definitely cover the NCRT books, because when we grow up we believe that those giant huge books are more important, but CBSE may questions will surely going to come from the NCRT. So we have got NCRT batches as well, and we have the lectures in both Hindi and in English. So whichever way you are comfortable, if you want any help, like if you want to be if you want the teaching to be done in Hindi, you can attend the classes that ways. If you want the teaching to be done in English, you can attend those specific classes. So they are right there in Hindi and English. Language is not a barrier for any of us. So that was all about Plus, right? Let me tell you about Iconic. Iconic, redefines the whole concept of studying and teaching altogether, right? So herein, whatever were the features of Plus, we already have it. But along with that, we have got, hi Divyanshu, along with that, we have got the personal mentors. So if you want any of the personal mentors, they will surely going to help you out. We have live doubt solution lectures for you, Parent Connect and Study Planner. So they all are there, and you should enroll yourself to either with Plus or with Iconic, and we have got the Creative Corner as well, right? So if you guys are really interested, if you really want to check it out, then please guys do download the app. And once you have downloaded the app, you can use my code, which is Ambika, Ambika, Ambika. And with that, you will surely going to get a 10% of discount on your enrollment. So please, 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 please do use the code, and please welcome to the world of Unacademy. So in today's lecture, I have begun with the series on, providing you the summary. Along with the summaries, we do check out the characteristics of any of the characters if we have any in the chapter. Along with that, the NCERT questions. And at the end, we try out almost 20 to 30 MCQ questions. So which ways you are pretty sorted, you are pretty clear with the whole chapter. So landscape of the soul, herein this chapter, it's very easy. It talks about the importance or the beauty of painting, what paintings or in fact any sort of art can do in our lives, right? Imagine like you want to convey it to somebody. I mean, and first of all, we have got different varieties of art. We can express our feelings, we can express our emotions in the format of the paintings, in the format of the sculpture. Like without music, our life is so incomplete, right? So we have got music as well. We have got literature also. They all are different genre of arts, right? They do appeal to us in variety of ways, isn't it? So this landscape of the soul is basically, it is talking about how our, like what exactly art do to us, to our spirit, to our mind, right? So I am going to give you a very quick and a very brief summary of landscape of the soul. So let's just check it out. Landscape of the soul or landscape to soul summary will help you learn about this chapter in a very simple and easy manner. This chapter comprises of two parts and Natalia Euorpe is the author. The author has taken the first part from the landscape of the soul, ethics and spirituality in Chinese painting. So author ने क्या किया है बच्चा? In the first part of this chapter, you will going to see that there is a very clear cut difference between Chinese art. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, no problem, entrepreneur. So in this particular form of art, sorry, in this particular chapter, you will going to see that this chapter is being divided into two parts. So the first part is basically a comparison between Chinese painting and the European painting. और जो second part है वो it is talking about it's an excerpt basically, it is being taken from the article जो कि हिंदुस्तान टाइम्स में 2005 में प्रिंट हुआ था और उसका नाम था Getting Inside Outsider Art, right? Getting Inside Outsider Art. So that is being mentioned on page number 36 and 37 of our book, right? So the whole chapter is basically talking about the two things. The first one is about the paintings and the second one about the art and the sculptures, and we'll check it out. Getting Inside is an article that was published in Hindustan Times in 2005. It was written by Brinda Suri. The main theme of this chapter is about arts. It revolves around the art of painting told through the help of various stories. So हमें ना कि art कैसे हम लोगों की life it can bring a change, it can bring a difference to our lives. और वो हमें कुछ stories के through बताया गया है. We learn about Chinese painters and their work as well as the story behind them. So few of the Chinese painters are being described here, are being discussed here. और उनकी story क्या थी, like how they become so famous, like how they became so famous. So those stories are also being told here. Similarly, the second explores the concept of art brute, meaning the art of the ones who have no right. So इसके बारे में भी we will going to check it out. So that is the summary of the chapter. Landscape of the Soul is a comparative study of a Chinese and European paintings. So as I have already told you that this whole chapter, we have got a clear-cut summary, clear-cut differences between the Eastern and the Western form of painting. When I said Western, guys, when I said West, it is Europe, yeah, right? It is Europe. And when I said East, so East में यहाँ पे I'm simply referring to Chinese or the China, the Chinese artists. Clear? The lesson discuss the doctrines. The doctrines मतलब क्या है? The principles, the concepts of Daoism reflected in the Chinese paintings. So we will also going to check it out. What is Daoism? Yeah, comparative study of Asian and European paintings. Focus on Eastern and Western style of paintings. So Eastern, I have already told you, that is our China, not our China, but China, and Western is basically European. So उन दोनों का comparison है in the first part of the chapter. Art represents culture. So अगर आप लोग ने कभी अजंता लोरा caves देखे हैं, या फिर आपने कभी भी, if you have checked out different places in India, so हर जगह पे we have got different different sort of arts, because art क्या करता है? It represents your culture. Difference between Chinese and European paintings, और हमेशा बच्चा do keep this thing in mind that paintings, that art do reflect your culture. और वो दोनों का जो कल्चर में डिफरेंस है वो हम लोग उनके पेंटिंग से इजीली वी कैन डिग इट आउट. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी हैव गॉट द चाइनीज पेंटिंग्स. Chinese painters want the viewers to explore their mind through their paintings. So Chinese painters क्या चाहते हैं कि अगर आप उनकी पिक्चर्स देख, अगर आप उनके फोटो, आई एम नॉट फोटोग्राफ सॉरी, अगर आप उनकी पेंटिंग्स देख रहे हो, so you need to explore, you need to move into their own mind, और आप उससे उस पेंटिंग को देखिए. They are deeper in meaning, deeper than what is painted on canvas. So now Chinese painting सिर्फ इतना सा नहीं है कि एक पेंटिंग ड्रॉ की हुई है और वो जितना हम देख रहे हैं सिर्फ उतना ही है. Rather they have a very deep meaning reflected to it. If you can take out page number 34 of our book, which is Hornbill, so वहाँ पे there is this painter Wu Daozi, उसका explanation है that how Wu Daozi has painted a beautiful landscape, और वहाँ पे when he has shown this beautiful painting to the king, I repeat, when he has showed this beautiful painting to the king, what exactly happened? Therein he told the king, like, check out what all you can see. So the king said that I can see the mountains, I can see the sky and things like that. So उसने क्या किया? There was a cave at the foot of the mountain. He said that can you see it? Or he clapped with his hands. That the cave's door opened and the painter moved inside it. So that is a concept, that is a story which is being revealed in our chapter. That was something which happened with Wu Daozi, right? Another is a story of of a very एकदम ये था चाइनीज पेंटिंग के बारे में, जहां पे क्या है कि जो पेंटिंग है जितनी वो दिख रही है उसके अंदर भी उसका डीप मीनिंग हिडन है और आपको वो पेंटर ही बताते हैं, right? They are deeper in meaning, deeper than what is printed on canvas. Painter wants the viewers to see what is hidden in the painting. Next comes our Western painting. So Western painting एकदम opposite है. Chinese में अभी हमने क्या देखा? That the painter wants you to move into his own brains और आप फिर उस पेंटिंग को देखो and then imagine it. But Western में क्या हो रहा है? जो draw किया हुआ है that is right there. वो reality draw करते हैं. ऐसा नहीं है कि जो like you have to dive deep into the mind of the painter और तभी आपको पेंटिंग समझ में आएगी. No. Okay, so it is not the scenario, rather they are very realistic. It produces the actual view. तो उन्होंने कुछ भी देखा वो exact उसी को represent करते हैं अपनी painting में. Who? The Western artists. They are based on realism. They want the viewer to see the actual views to be depicted through the eyes of the creator. So creator कौन है यहाँ पे? Painter. Painter ने जो draw किया है आप उसी की नजरों से देखो, मतलब जितना ड्रॉ किया हुआ है that is all the painting is all about. उसके अंदर कोई deeper layers और deeper meanings नहीं है, right? Which we saw in Chinese painting that they have got deeper meaning, deeper plus hidden meanings attached in their paintings. But Western में it's totally different. The Eastern artists want their viewers to see the art through the mind of the creator. So Chinese, Eastern मतलब Chinese, वो लोग क्या चाहते हैं, that you move into the mind of the creator and then check out the whole painting. ऐसे ही Western painting का एक example दिया हुआ है. There was this place called as Flanders. So वहाँ पे there, which is in northern Belgium. So वहाँ पे there was this painter who had drawn a not a beautiful, sorry. He had drawn it was what? It was some giant animal. It was a dragon. So वहाँ पे उसने dragon draw किया, but उसने dragon की eyes नहीं बनाए. Why? Because he thought that this dragon will come to life and it will going to fly away, right? In the same way, we have got another story from Western culture, which is there was this blacksmith. There was this, the blacksmith. So he actually loved the painter's daughter. So उसको एक पेंटर की डॉटर से प्यार था. But imagine, like, पुराने जमाने में बॉलीवुड में क्या होता था. And okay, Bollywood में क्यों, like, it casteism, such things were always there around the world. So this painter did not like that his daughter would going to be loved by the blacksmith. So the blacksmith went to this painter's room. वहां पे there was this painting जो already drawn थी. उसने वहां पे जाके fly का image बनाया. Yeah, please नयन, मैं दोनों languages use कर रही हूँ. I hope it will going to help you out. Yeah, okay. So now उसने वहां पे जाके एक fly का image draw किया और it was so real, it was so real that the painter came and he tried to swat it away. उसने उसको हटाने की कोशिश की. So once he just checked it out that it isn't the real fly, it was being drawn by the blacksmith. So that's how he got this opportunity to marry the daughter of the painter. Now the title. The title highlights the spiritual aspect of the Eastern paintings. So यहाँ पे जो title है Landscape of the Soul, वो basically Eastern painting की ये थर्ड स्टोरी है. Yes, ये थर्ड स्टोरी है. फर्स्ट वॉज वो वू डाउजी वाली, वो जो पेंटर होता है जो कि चाइनीज स्टोरी है. सो उसने वहां पे एक लैंडस्केप ड्रॉ किया हुआ था. ही शोड इट टू द किंग. द किंग पिक्ड आउट, ओके देयर इज अ माउंटेन, देयर इज अ स्काई, देयर आर बर्ड्स, थिंग्स लाइक दैट. सो फिर वहां पे उसने पॉइंट आउट किया दैट एट द एज, एट द फुट ऑफ द माउंटेन देयर इज अ केव, एंड ही क्लैप्ड हिज हैंड, द केव ओपन, द आर्टिस्ट मूव्ड इनसाइड इट. That is first Chinese painting का description or story. Second is about Flanders, जहाँ पे he has somebody in Flanders had drawn a dragon, but उसने उसकी eyes नहीं बनाई थी because he thought it was looking so real, it was looking so lifelike that he thought कि ये dragon will going to get a real life अगर ये eyes इसकी बना दी तो मतलब it will come to real life. The third story was about the blacksmith and who loved the daughter of a painter. Yeah, these were three stories which we have covered. So the title which we have got, The Landscape of the Soul, वो basically Eastern paintings के वहां से उसके reference में लिया गया है. The painter wanted to show the spirit dwelling in a cave. So वहां पे वो जो cave था जिसका clap करते से ही door open हुआ था, so painter wanted to show कि यहाँ पे there is one spirit which lives. The artist entered in the cave and painting disappeared. So जैसे ही artist उसके अंदर जाता है वैसे ही the painting got disappeared. Chinese work of art reflection of the spirits of artists. So basically Chinese work of art क्या है? It shows the spirit of artists कि वो लोग कितना ज़्यादा they have got another layer of description, another layer of hidden meaning in their painting. They are deep to understand. Now this was the first part of the chapter. इसके बाद अभी कुछ और concepts भी है which we will going to check it out. The next is an article from Hindustan Times also presented. So that is right there on our page number 36, Getting Inside Outsider Art. So उसमें क्या बात हो रही है? आर्ट ब्रूट और रॉ आर्ट की. वो किसके रेफरेंस में है बच्चा? सो दे आर बेसिकली कॉल्ड रॉ आर्ट और आर्ट ब्रूट का मतलब क्या है? आउटसाइडर आर्ट. अब आउटसाइडर आर्ट क्या हो सकता है? So इसका actually it has a connotation that those people who did not receive, I repeat, those people who did not receive the formal education of painting and art, but still they are good because they are talented, उनको इन लोगों ने बोला है outsider artists या art brute. I repeat, those people who have not received the formal education of painting of art, but they are so talented that they have created something, something different, something unique. So those people are being called as the art brute or raw artists. Clear? So यहाँ पे they are specifically talking about Nek Chand, right, who has got a rock garden in Chandigarh. He has made that rock garden with the waste material, with the recycled stuff. Right? Now it's time to check out the themes in the story. So, actually, I have already taught this chapter on YouTube to all of you. So, once we have like already checked it out, so now आज सिर्फ summary discuss हो रही है, and later we will going to check out the MCQs and the NCERT questions. The first theme is about Daoism. So what is Daoism? It is a Chinese philosophical and religious tradition. और Daoism का मतलब क्या है? The other way. So Dao का मतलब क्या है? This word is basically Dao, the origin of the creation. कि कुछ एक नई चीज originate हो रही है. Creation मतलब क्या है? Any new work of art. I repeat, work of art. Daoism is a spiritual approach to living. So these fundaments are right there on your page number 36. Right? That is what it is trying to talk to you. It is line number 3 of our book. It says, and I quote here, this concept, okay, line 3 is basically complementary poles reflecting the Daoist view of the universe. So यहाँ पे there is a very 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 clear difference, a very different view of the universe. उसको हम बोलेंगे Daoism. अब यहाँ पे next concept था Shan Shui का. So Shan Shui का मत, and it is again there on page number 36 of our book. Yeah, it is the concept expressed as Shan Shui, जिसका मतलब है mountain water. ये जो word है Shan Shui, इसका मतलब क्या है? Mountain water. Now, used to represent the world landscape by an artist. So, landscape में क्या है बच्चा? There is a mountain and there is a water. Right? Landscape का मतलब ही क्या होता है? That we have got the mountains and the water. Chinese landscape paintings are centered on mountains. Mountains are regarded as sacred places. और चाइनीज आर्ट में बच्चा माउंटेन्स को ना बहुत ही ज्यादा रिलीजियस स्पॉट कंसिडर किया गया है. राइट? माउंटेन्स आर दोज लाइक जहां पे सिर्फ सेंट लोग जाके रह सकते हैं. नेक्स्ट, यहीं पे वी हैव गॉट अनदर कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ यिन एंड यांग. ये बहुत 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 ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट है एंड दिस माइट कम इन योर एग्जाम एज वेल. सो अकॉर्डिंग अगेन ये पूरा का पूरा चैप्टर ज्यादा फोकस कौन से आर्ट फॉर्म पे कर रहा है बच्चा? दे आर एक्चुअली फोकसिंग मोर ऑन चाइनीज आर्ट फॉर्म. यस, अकॉर्डिंग टू चाइनीज फिलोसफी everything is classified into masculine and feminine. So according to Chinese philosophy, हर चीज का like everything has a gender. कुछ भी यहाँ पे न्यूटर नहीं है. Everything has got a gender. So it is masculine, which is manly, and feminine, which is female. I repeat, yin और yang क्या है बच्चा? Yin का मतलब होता है something which is manly, and yang is something which is female. Right? I think I have not. Yeah, that is there. That is there. Yin is the one. Okay. So masculine का मतलब क्या है? ओके, सो यहाँ पे जब भी हम मैस्कुलिन वर्ड रेफर कर रहे हैं बच्चा, अब अभी मैंने आपको बताया था शैन शुई. सो शैन शुई में वी हैव गॉट माउंटेन एंड वाटर. राइट? सो अब जो माउंटेन है बच्चा, दैट इज मैस्कुलिन. राइट? आवर माउंटेन इज मैस्कुलिन. जो हमारा लैंडस्केप में माउंटेन है वो क्या है? बहुत ज्यादा मैनली. और जो वाटर है, सैन शुई का वाटर का कॉन्सेप्ट, that is feminine. अब mountain कैसा होता है? It is dry, it is warm, it is vertical. That is how we make mountains powerful and active, right? So that is your manly side of the yin and yang, right? हर चीज का एक gender है, either it is masculine or it is feminine. So landscape में जब ये लोग landscape draw कर रहे हैं, वहां पे भी ये लोग यही concept बता रहे हैं that mountains cannot be drawn all alone without water. They need to go hand in hand, right? So yin के बिना yang is incomplete, yang के बिना yin is incomplete. Okay, वहीं पे so what is mountain? That is masculine, dry, warm, vertical, powerful and active. यही चीजें mountain को हम describe कर सकते हैं. On the contrary, we have got feminine, which is water, which is horizontal, right? Which is horizontal, which is fluid, which is moist, cool and gentle. So water की ये सारे characteristics है और women को भी ऐसे ही portray किया जाता है, right? That they are, they can adjust into every other situation. They are gentle, they are tender, they are soft-hearted. So they are being called as yang. Okay? Yang is mountain. So mountain is yang while the water is yin. I'm so sorry, I take my words back. Mountain जो है वो yang है, right? Mountain is basically yang, which is masculine, and yin is water. Yang is masculine and yin is feminine. Combination of yang and yin makes a perfect Chinese landscape. So जब yin और yang मिलते हैं, अगर आपने ये वाला image अभी देखा, which is like, we have got yang is the manly part. So sun को हमने क्या describe किया है? Which is masculine, right? और यहाँ पे which is definitely what are yang. This part is yang and this part is yin. You got it? Yin is a feminine side. So combination of yang and yin makes a perfect Chinese landscape. So combination mountains और water का जब मिलता है, तभी एक perfect painting बन पाती है, तभी एक perfect Chinese landscape बन पाता है, right? और जब ये combination और इन दोनों का interaction होता है, इस पूरे concept को हम बोलते हैं Daoism. Just point पे ये दोनों थोड़ा philosophical है बच्चा, but try to understand. Just point पे right, Ankit, right. So I was simply telling it to you that जिस point पे आपका yin और yang मिलते हैं, can you see this particular point, right? जहाँ पे masculine और feminine point है, उसको हम बोलते हैं Daoism, right? और इस Daoism का मतलब क्या है? One thing is heaven. Maybe your masculine or yin या yang में से कुछ भी एक heaven है, and the other thing is earth. जहाँ पे ये दोनों का combination हो रहा है, इसको प्राणायाम is basically breathing exercise wherein we breathe in, we breathe out. तो when the moment जब हम उस breathing को hold करते हैं, that is being considered as what? That is being considered as Daoism. वो जो दोनों के बीच का gap है, I hope ये आप लोगों को समझ में आ रहा है. Please मुझे एक बार बता दीजिए. You got the concept of Daoism, right? जहाँ पे yin और yang जिस point पे मिल रहे हैं, उस point को इन लोगों ने Daoism बोला है. और उसी point को ये लोग ने जो हमारा Indian culture में we have got the concept of pranayam, right? Okay, thank God नयन, जिसे हम प्राणायाम बोलते हैं, जहाँ पे हम breathe in, breathe out कर रहे हैं. So जहाँ पे हम अपनी we hold our breathing, that is being called as Daoism, right? So that was all about the chapter. I hope आप लोग को ये समझ में आ गया है. Right, now it's time to check out the keywords. I would request that if you want to write it down, keywords वो words हैं जो आपके chapter के beginning में लिखे होते हैं. They are basically your phrases, right? The first one is anecdote. Anecdote का मतलब क्या होता है? It is basically एक कोई भी experience को डिस्कस करने को उसे हम बोलते हैं एनेक्डोटिक। अपना आपने कुछ एक्सपीरियंस किया, ओके, और आप मुझे वो बता रहे हो, सो बेसिकली आप मुझे एक एनेक्डोट शेयर कर रहे हो अपना, राइट? From the text, the meaning of anecdote can be inferred as a short account of a particular incident or event, especially of an interesting or exciting nature. So यहाँ पे एक कोई भी एक there is a पर्टिकुलर इंसिडेंट या एक इवेंट को डिस्क्राइब किया गया है, उसे हम बोल सकते हैं एनेक्डोट। नेक्स्ट इज डेलिकेट रियलिज्म, which is there on page number 35 of our book. So it refers to the alluring quality of art which makes it seem real. Realism का मतलब क्या है बच्चा? Which is real, जो आपको देखने में ही बहुत ज्यादा real लग रही है, right? It is an interest in or concern for the actual or real as opposed to abstract. So इसी के साथ आप लोगों को शायद आप लोगों ने सुना होगा कभी टर्म मॉडर्न पेंटिंग। मॉडर्न पेंटिंग में क्या होता है बच्चा? इट इज ओपन फॉर इंटरप्रिटेशंस। आपको जैसे उस पेंटिंग को लेना है आप वैसे ले सकते हो, राइट? सो इन द सेम वे वी हैव गॉट कॉन्क्रीट पेंटिंग एंड एब्स्ट्रैक्ट पेंटिंग। एब्स्ट्रैक्ट पेंटिंग क्या होती है कि पेंटर ने कुछ भी ड्रॉ किया है और हमें वो शायद समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कि पेंटर क्या कहना चाह रहा है अपनी उस ड्राइंग से, अपनी उस आर्ट से, राइट? सो एब्स्ट्रैक्ट पेंटिंग के एकदम ऑपोजिट है रियलिज्म, डेलिकेट रियलिज्म। डेलिकेट रियलिज्म का मतलब क्या है? जो चीज जैसी दिख रही है पेंटर ने उसको सेम वे में प्रेजेंट किया है, राइट? एब्स्ट्रैक्ट पेंटिंग के अंदर क्या हो रहा है कि पेंटर ने कुछ भी ड्रॉ किया है और हमको इंटरप्रेट करना है, या फिर हम शायद समझ ही नहीं पा रहे हैं कि पेंटर कहना क्या चाहता है। सो वी हैव गॉट वेस्टर्न स्टाइल ऑफ पेंटिंग which believes in realism. जो चीज जैसी है उसको वो लोग वैसा पोर्ट्रे करते हैं। Next is illusionistic likeness. So it refers to an adjective of the technique of using pictorial methods in order to deceive the eye. The reference is to an illusion created by the semblance of something. So illusionistic likeness का मतलब क्या था बच्चा? That इन्होंने एक ऐसा इल्यूजन क्रिएट किया हमारी आंखों के सामने which could deceive us, you know, इल्यूजन आप लोग ने मैजिक देखा होगा ना, so वो पूरा इल्यूजन होता है, isn't it? which actually the magicians try to cheat with their eyes, right? So this is called as illusionistic likeness, कि इन्होंने कोई चीज ऐसी यूज की है which is creating an illusion of something else. Next is figurative painting. So figurative painting refers to the metaphoric representation of a piece of art through the eyes of the creator's imagination. Figurative painting का मतलब क्या है? A figurative painting वो एक ऐसा represent कर रहे हैं, एक ऐसे art को represent कर रहे हैं through the eyes of the creator's imagination, कि creator ने कैसे imagine किया, right? जैसे कि मैं कुछ draw कर रही हूँ तो मैंने कैसे imagine किया, उसको वो लोग एग्जैक्ट उसको उसी वे में प्रेजेंट करते हैं। नेक्स्ट इज कॉन्सेप्चुअल स्पेस. इट रेफर्स टू रिलेशनशिप्स विद द एब्स्ट्रैक्ट देन द फैक्चुअल रिप्रेजेंटेशन. दिस इज इनकैलकुलेबल डिमेंशन ऑफ द अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ कॉन्सेप्ट्स. सो कॉन्सेप्चुअल स्पेस का मतलब क्या है कि आपको जैसे समझना है, जो आपका कॉन्सेप्ट है, जैसे आपको वो पेंटिंग समझ में आ रही है, यू कैन ट्राई इट आउट दैट वेज. सो दीज वर द basic words which were being the basic phrases, I should rather put it that way, which were right there in the chapter, right? So now it's time to check out the NCERT questions और उसके बाद एक जल्दी से quiz conduct करेंगे. Question number 1 is contrast the Chinese view of art with the European view with example. राइट? सो हम लोग ने स्टोरीज भी ले ली हैं, हमने एग्जाम्पल्स के साथ देना होगा. सो हम लोग वू डाउजी वाली स्टोरी एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं, हम लोग विद ड्रैकुला वाला स्टोरी, या फिर हम लोग वू डाउजी की स्टोरी वी कैन शेयर इट विद द ब्लैकस्मिथ पेंटिंग. और नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज एक्सप्लेन द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ शैन शुई. सो टैबुलर प्रेजेंटेशन में आई हैव जस्ट ट्राइड टू राइट द आंसर. सो चाइनीज व्यू ऑफ आर्ट enhances the essence of inner life and spirit. So Chinese painting क्या चाहती है कि वो it want to touch to our spirit, वो हमारी soul से connect होना चाहती है. और वहीं पे European art क्या कर रही है? It is simply trying to get connect with the real thing. right? Which is like our eyes, उसके कोई deep meanings नहीं है. Illustrates a perfect illusionistic likeness in Europe. So illusionistic likeness का मतलब क्या था? For example, if okay, there's a curtain behind me. Okay, there's a blind behind me. So ये जो चीज जैसी दिख रही है, उन्होंने उसको same way में present किया. So उन्होंने एक illusion create किया that is it the real one या फिर is it something else, right? वो इतना ज्यादा clearly draw करते थे that it looked like a real thing. So it is a realistic thing. With European or with Chinese क्या है? That they want to touch to your spirit. They want to have connect with your spirit. This art wants you to enter the artist's mind to explore new dimensions of a spiritual and conceptual space. So now Chinese art क्या चाहता है? That you move, up right, not writer, आप artist के mind के अंदर enter करो और फिर ही आपको वो painting समझ में आएगी. But here European view of art talks about that, जैसी जो चीज है वो वैसी की वैसी ही आपको represent किया जाएगा. Next is shanshui का meaning क्या है? Shanshui meaning mountain water refers to a style of Chinese painting that involves natural landscape, right? So shanshui का मतलब क्या था? Mountain water. और mountain और water को जब हम साथ में draw कर रहे हैं तो वो तो natural landscape बन गया. The landscape which is an inner one, a spiritual and conceptual space. It represents the two complementary poles, the yin and the yang. It is yang. Sorry for the error in the spelling. Yeah, reflecting the Daoist view of the universe. अभी हमने Daoism के बारे में भी check कर लिया है. Next is the emperor may rule over the territory he has conquered, but only the artist knows the way within. So generally, और ये ना Chinese art form में ये question था. So आप जब chapter पढ़ेंगे, अगर आपने पढ़ा है, so it's well and good. If not, तो आप अब chapter पढ़िएगा and I hope you will going to get it out very clearly though. So यहाँ पे क्या है, like what does the emperors do, वो लोग कहीं मतलब, it is so easy to win the kingdom, right? It is so easy to go for fights, to go for war. That is the emperor, which is like, it's easy to conquer the territory, but it is so difficult to conquer the heart of the people. This sentence explains the fact that even though an emperor might rule an entire kingdom and have power over his conquered territory, only an artist would be able to go beyond any material appearance. So यहाँ पे basically जो पूरा concept है that a king can rule over the kingdom, he can make the policies, he can show his power over the others. But यहाँ पे artist क्या करता है, हमें ये जो materialistic चीजें हैं उसके beyond जाके it tries to connect with our inner soul. He knows both the path and the method of the mysterious work of the universe. The true meaning of his work can be seen only by means known to him, irrespective of how powerful an emperor is. So, the next question is, who was the untutored genius who created a paradise? So, अगर आपने chapter पढ़ा है, so you can easily answer that. It is the term outsider art was coined by art critic Roger Cardinal in 1972 as an English synonym of art brute or raw art. So हम लोग already art brute और raw art के बारे में बात कर चुके हैं और ये label किसने create किया था? He was a French artist, Jean Dubuffet. Right? It refers to art created outside the boundaries of culture. It is an art by the untutored geniuses who have received no formal training and have no right to be called as artists. So, वो artists जो कभी who never attended those formal training to become the artist, but they have got the talent, they have got their own skills और उन्होंने अपने ही skills को use करके they have created some fabulous work in the field of art. Okay. The untutored genius who created paradise was Nek Chand, an 80-year-old creator, director who made the world-famous rock garden at Chandigarh. So Nek Chand never attended any of those formal schools, any of those formal education, any of those, studies like how to frame an art. But he was a born artist and he actually made the rock garden. He got the whole idea of creating things like that, thing like that. और इसको हम बोलते हैं outsider art, in which he sculpted with stone and recycled materials. He used anything and everything from tin to a sink to a broken down car to form an artistic piece. One of his famous creations are women by the waterfall. So वहां पे एक बहुत अच्छा, there is a portrayal of women by the waterfall. So that is the best or the famous creation by Nek Chand. The landscape is an inner one, a spiritual and conceptual space. So you need to explain this phrase. The phrase explains Chinese art form where a Chinese painter wants to enter his mind rather than borrow his eyes. So Chinese painter क्या चाहते हैं कि आप as a viewer you move into his own mind. On the contrary, British or rather European painters क्या कर रहे हैं? They want us to borrow their eyes कि वो चीज जैसे देख रहे हैं हमें भी वैसा दिखे. But Chinese painters क्या चाहते हैं? That you move into their own mind क्योंकि कुछ hidden meaning है उनकी paintings में. This is a physical as well as a mental participation. It is a landscape created by the artist to travel up and down and back again through the viewer's eyes. The landscape is not real and can be reached from any point. So that is the whole concept. You can check it out if you feel like. Yeah, so please, if you feel like, you can, clearly check out on Google the different Chinese paintings and different European paintings. So, yeah. Now, do we have any doubts related to this chapter? कोई भी question है हमें अभी तक भी इस chapter में, so you can post it down because otherwise we will going to begin with the quiz for this lecture. So, shall we go ahead with that? Yes? Okay. Here goes the first question. Okay, first of all, let me tell you, if anybody is new here, that how you need to answer the question. That is, you need to write one. Sorry. You need to write one, and then if your answer is A, like this. If your answer is this, like that's how you need to answer it. What two forms of art did the author contrast in this chapter? There is a very contrast, a very clear-cut study, a difference between, oh, Sujal, let me complete the question, no? So there is a clear-cut contrast between two things in this chapter. Indian ancient art and Chinese art, Chinese art and European art, American and European art, European and Greek art. Very good, Sujal, Ankit, an entrepreneur. Yes, it is. Very good, Nayan. It is Chinese and European art. Second question. Who did the Tang Emperor Zhuangzong commission to decorate a wall in the palace? So, Emperor Zhuangzong ने किसे invite किया था to cover up the wall of the palace? Exai Xiami, Wu Zikuzi, Wu Daozi या Wu Shomi? King has invited one of the painters to decorate the wall of the palace. Whom did he invite? Perfect. That is Wu Daozi. Perfect. Who was the Chinese emperor during the 8th century? We have just checked out his name. Tang Emperor Xuanzong, Yongle Emperor Zhu Di, Jianwen Emperor Zhu Zunwen, Tianqing Emperor Zhu Chang Luo. Difficult options for me to even read, but I think all of you knows the correct answer of this question. Perfect, yeah, perfect, Ankit, very good. And it is Emperor Xuanzong. Okay, here goes. Very good, Nayan, entrepreneur, perfect. Okay, where did the painter draw the attention in the painting? Right, जब Wu Daozi ने king को बताया कि now I want your attention to be at that particular point. Which point was that? He wanted him to check out the sun, the palace, the birds, A cave at the foot of the mountain. What he wanted to see. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That is a cave at the foot of the mountain. Very good, guys. You guys are like amazing. Next is, what happened when the painter entered the cave? जैसे ही वो डाउजी ने enter किया cave के अंदर, what exactly happened? The entrance closed behind him. The painting vanished. Nothing happened. It was only a dream. What exactly happened? The entrance closed behind him. बच्चा, you have to tell जब painter ने enter किया cave में. Let me tell you that C and D are not the correct one. No बच्चा, सबसे पहले क्या हुआ? सबसे पहले the door, the entrance closed behind him. Right? The first thing. No, Ankit, entrepreneur, Sujal. It is, yes, Sujal, you were right in the beginning, but then you changed your answer. The entrance closed behind him और उसके बाद painting disappear हुई थी ना? Okay. Now, what happened when the painter clapped his hands? The painting on the wall was gone and so was the painter. The emperor entered the cave. Painter falls, the wall collapsed. What do you think? Like, what must have happened there? Six A is Sujal's answer. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. Everybody is going with 6A. Right, guys, that's the correct one. Perfect. Next is, why didn't the painter want to draw an eye of a dragon? Why didn't the painter draw an eye like on that dragon? He feared that the painting would not look good. He feared that the dragon would fly out of the painting. He feared that dragon will seem real. Because he didn't want it to work. What do you think can be the best suitable answer? Okay, that is B. He feared that the dragon would fly. Nayan and Ankit, you guys are incorrect here. That is not C. He feared that the dragon will seem real. वो तो बाद में he said. It is rather that it will going to fly out of the painting. It looked so real. It looked so real. So that was his first consideration. Okay. What do the books of Confucius and Zhuangzi teach? To guide his disciple in the right direction. Iska answer is right there on page number 34 of your book, second paragraph. To guide his disciple in the right direction, to yeah, Nayan, you are. To not fear the superiors, to not to suppress your thoughts, none of the above. Perfect, perfect. That he wanted to guide his disciples in the right direction. Very good, Sujal and Ankit. You're right there. Perfect. Entrepreneur, very good, bacha. Perfect, yeah. Okay. Here goes ninth question. What was the name? Very good, Nayan. Very good. It says, what was the name of the blacksmith in the 15th century Antwerp? Adam Mulch, Sadin Metzys, Laurie Adam, Quentin Metzys. And the answer is right there on page number 35 of our book. Very good, Sujal. What about the rest of you? Do we know this answer? Very good. Ankit, no. It wasn't Adam Mulch. If you will going to check out page number 35, second paragraph, second line, Quentin Metzi. Yes, it is 9D, Quentin Metzys. Perfect. Why didn't the father approve of the love of his daughter and the blacksmith? Why did the painter father denied, like why can't they two can love? Due to his profession, due to his caste, due to his appearance, या फिर none of the above? Why did the painter father did not approve of the love? सूजल नो, बच्चा कास्ट नहीं होती है, इट इज बेसिकली ए प्रोफेशन. ब्लैकस्मिथ कोई कास्ट नहीं है ना, वो तो एक प्रोफेशन है, राइट? सो इट विल बी ड्यू टू हिज प्रोफेशन. Very good, Ankit. You are correct there. Right, right. What about the others? Do we know the answer? No, 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 no. Okay. So only Ankit is right with his answer. That is due to his profession. Next is, what did Quentin do to get into apprenticeship into his master's studio? Like Quentin, Abhi, I just told you what he exactly do, right? Asked him to admit him to, drew a fly on his latest panel that looked real, gave an interview, drew a dragon. What exactly Quentin do? What exactly Quentin did, rather, because he wanted to be an apprentice. Apprentice kya hota hai, bachcha? The one who goes for internship, no? Very good, Ankit. Very good, very good. Very good. All of you, Sujal, entrepreneur, everybody is right that he drew a fly that looked so real that he tried to spat it out. Next is, what did the two forms of art depict? Art, अब यहाँ पे किसकी बात हो रही है? Asia और Europe की. And it is not called as Asia, it is called as Asia. Asia, okay? A perfect illusionistic likeness in Europe, the essence of inner life and spirit in Asia. A perfect illusionistic likeness in Asia, the essence of inner life and spirit in Europe. Perfect art form in Asia and realness in Europe. It depicted nothing. It's very easy, I believe. That what was each of the arts are trying to depict, the European as well as the Asian style of painting, of art. Perfect, Ankit. Very good, very good. That एक illusionistic likeness create किया यूरोप ने, और एक inner life से connect करने का inner spirit के बारे में discuss किया Asians painters ने. In Asia, obviously it's here, China is there in Asia. What does the word Dao mean? Perfection, both the path or the method and the mysterious works of the universe, mystery or royal. It's very easy. You can easily answer this question. Dao का meaning क्या था chapter के अंदर? Perfection, both the path or the method and the mysterious works of the universe, mystery or royal. Very good, Ankit. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so that it talks about the path or the method and the mysterious works of the universe. Right, 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 right. Okay. What does the Chinese landscape depict? So, Chinese landscape kya show karta tha? Like, what exactly it wanted to depict? They are not real and one can enter from any viewpoint. They produce an actual viewpoint. They are not imaginary या फिर none of the above. Chinese landscape क्या depict करता है? That they are not real but you can enter from any viewpoint. They produce an actual viewpoint. ये तो definitely नहीं है. Very good. All of you perfect. What does leisurely movement mean? Relaxed movement, hurried movement, pleasure action या फिर none of the above. मैं आपको पहले ही बता दूं, leisure का मतलब होता है to get very comfortable, like leisurely, like बहुत ही ease में रहना, उसे हम leisurely movement बोलते हैं. So now you can pick out your answer. Okay, Ankit and Sujal, you guys are perfect with your answer. That is relaxed movement. Very good. Very good, Nayan, an entrepreneur. Next question is, what did the Chinese painter want the viewer to do? Chinese painters kya chahte the from the viewers? He wants the viewer to enter his mind. He wants the viewer to admire his painting. He wants them to imagine the scene. He wants them to feel like they are inside of the scene. Very good, Ankit. Very, 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 very good. Perfect. 16D, he wants them to feel like they're inside of the scene. No, 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 no. That is not the correct one. No, 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 Nayan. That is that he wants the viewer, जो भी painting को देख रहे हैं, to enter his mind. कि now you come and enter into my mind, and then you can see what I tried to paint on the canvas. What does the concept of sanctuary represent? So sanctuary का concept क्या था? Imaginary place, worship, mountain water, which when used together represents the word landscape या फिर none of the above. Sanctuary हमने very good, Sujal. Yeah, very good, very good. All of you are very right with your answers. That is mountain water, which when used together represents the word landscape. Perfect. What does yin mean? The question is about yin. Okay. Water, horizontal, resting on the earth, fluid, moist and cool. Mountain, vertically towards heaven, stable, warm and dry in the sun. Neutral action, none of the above. No problem, Sujal. I want you to know the correct answer. It's okay if it is reaching late to me, doesn't matter. But you should know the correct answer. That is the agenda of this class. Perfect. It is about yin. Yin is feminine. ऐसे याद रख लीजिएगा, yin, feminine. Right? They are rhyming. So that ways you can easily keep that in your mind. Perfect. That is water, horizontal, resting on the earth, fluid, moist and cool. Yang, mountain, vertically towards heaven, stable, warm and dry in the sun. Water, horizontal, resting on the earth, fluid, moist and cool. Neutral action, receptive, feminine aspect of universal energy. All of you knows this answer very good. Yeah, that's clearly the correct one. Perfect. What is the role of men in between heaven and earth? So यहाँ पे men का क्या role है, between heaven and earth? तो यहाँ पे heaven में किसको portray किया है बच्चा? Mountains को, yang को, because ये लोग कैसे हैं? Vertical. They're trying to reach to the heaven. और water क्या है? It is Harshit, how you need to answer, bachcha? Just you need to write 20 and then write your answers, because it's YouTube and answers can reach to me pretty late. Or earth पे water is horizontal, right? So in दोनों के बीच में, what do you think is the meeting point can be called as? He is in a path, he is a sinner, he is meant to do actions, he becomes the conduit of communication. No, that is incorrect, entrepreneur. What about the others? Actually, what is the role of men here? That he's trying to connect, he's trying to build a communication between the heaven and the earth. Clear? That is your option D. Next is, what was Francois Cheng's expression? The center of the landscape, the eye of the landscape, the center of the universe, or the left side of the yang. So what exactly? And this answer is right there on page number 36 of our book, wherein the first whole paragraph is being ending up. He is in Francois Cheng's wonderful expression, the eye of the landscape is the answer. Very good, Ankit, Nayan, Harshit, entrepreneur. Yes, that's the correct one. The eye of the landscape. Perfect. Where had the master hidden the masterpiece for the emperor to see? So where did he keep it? In a room, behind a screen, underground place behind, या फिर a cupboard? It's very easy. Chapter के beginning में ही there is the answer of this question. If you know it well. 22, I'm waiting. Very good, Harshit. Very good, Ankit. Okay, that is the correct one. What about the others? That is behind a screen. right? He kept his painting behind the screen. Perfect, Nayan. Sujal, yes, right. Entrepreneur, everybody's right. Where does the European figurative painting, sorry, what does the European figurative painting mean to the viewer? Like, what was the European figurative painting? Like, वो viewers को कैसे show करना चाहते थे? Illusion, imaginative, exactly as he sees it from a specific angle, view of the painter. 23D is the answer of, okay. Everybody is coming up with different answers, okay? So illusion, imagination, exactly as it sees from a specific angle. But it is supposed to be उन्होंने जिस एंगल से बनाई है आपको भी उसी एंगल से देखनी है, राइट? यू नीड टू बोरो देयर आईज. और चाइनीज में क्या था? यू नीड टू एंटर इनटू देयर माइंड्स. यू राइट इट. सो दैट इज एग्जैक्टली एज ही सीज. जैसे कि पेंटर ने जिस एंगल से बनाई है आपको उसी एंगल से देखना है. कंफ्यूजन बिटवीन ए एंड डी, इल्यूशन एंड व्यू ऑफ द पेंटर. बच्चा इल्यूशन मतलब होता है दैट जो दिख रहा है उसका like it is being created as an illusion. Illusion is basically uska kind of replica, right? And view of the painter is like how painter has drawn it. Yeah. What is the essential third element? So in Shan Shui or Daoism, what is the third element? Left void, middle void, yang or yin? I told you where exactly the yin and the yang will going to meet, right? That is which void they are talking about. Harshit, Sujal and Ankit are going with option B. Perfect, that is middle void. Okay. What is the third element compared with? Abhi, when we were revising the whole chapter, I just told it to you. Which is third element को किससे compare किया गया था? Prayer, travel, yogic practice of pranayam or nirvana. Right? I told you that they have taken the Indian concept as well. So what do you think can be an Indian concept here? Very good, Ankit. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Yeah. That is definitely yogic practice of pranayam. Perfect. That is yogic practice of pranayam. Antwerp, a master blacksmith called Quentin Metzies fell in love with a dash daughters. So किसकी daughter के साथ ही fell in love? Emperor's daughter, painter's daughter, minister's daughter या फिर master's daughter? Antwerp में there was a blacksmith. उसका नाम था Quentin Metzies. So he fell in love with whom? With whose daughter? Sorry. Emperor's daughter, painter's daughter, minister's daughter or master's daughter? Ankit and Sujal, I have received your answers. Yes, that is very good. Entrepreneur. Wait, yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah, that is painter's daughter. Next is what according to the painter dwells in a cave? So cave में क्या है? A spirit, magic, mystery या फिर dragon? What is in there जहाँ पे cave के अंदर आपको वो लेके जाता है? मतलब who calls you in there? A spirit, magic, mystery या फिर dragon? Very good. That's a spirit. Very good. Very good. How did the cave open? Cave कैसे open हुआ था? Painter said a prayer. Yeah, very good, guys. Now we have got the next question. How did the cave open? Painter said a prayer with a magic spell. Painter clapped his hands with a command. 28C. Painter clapped his hands with a command, with a magic spell. Painter said a prayer. So that is definitely your option C, that the painter clapped his hands. What path does the Chinese painter's art create? Horizontal, vertical, a path for your eyes, to travel up and down, then back again in a leisurely movement या फिर stillness. So वो कैसा path create करते हैं आपके लिए? A path for your eyes to travel up and down, then back again in a leisurely movement या फिर stillness. Very good, Ankit, Nayan and Sujal. That is definitely. अभी हमने leisurely movement का वो एक question भी attempt किया था, right? So it was talking about leisurely movement. And here comes the last question for the day. Chinese art requires dash participation of the viewer, right? Entrepreneur, okay. So passive, emotional, active या फिर methodological. Chinese art में आपको कैसा, what kind of participation they want from the viewer? Passive, emotional, Ankit, okay, active, yeah, Nayan, that's wrong, bacha. They want your active participation. They want your full-fledged participation to check out their painting, right? So, if you have any doubts, bacha, please, you can write it here. All of you can follow us as well. You can follow the channel. You can follow me as well, so that you will going to get the notifications when the classes are being lined up for you, right? 30D. No, that wasn't Rupam. That's wrong, bacha. That's totally wrong. It is definitely C. Active participation of the viewer. Yes, right, entrepreneur, right. So I hope this chapter is very clear to all of you. In the same way, we will going to pick out the other chapters as well. And with that, we will going to cover up the summaries, the characters, the themes, NCERT questions, and at the end, we will going to have 20 to 30 questions on the same chapter, right? So please do enroll yourself to Unacademy, right? And you can be part of our world by using my code, which is Ambika, and you will going to get 10% discount on your enrollment, right? So if you have any doubts, you can write in the comment box. I'll try to answer them. And with that, I'm going to surely take your leave. Please do take care of yourself and keep on studying.